Hello everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our High Adventure Card Camp. I am so excited for Christmas in July, but I will tell you, it is definitely feeling more like July than Christmas. But we're going to be using some snow later on, so I'm hoping it will cool things down. So just a couple of things before we get started. I had a few questions about last week's camp. And one of the questions was, in previous years, we have done movies to celebrate. I like having things to look forward to. And so sometimes it's a movie, whatever you like to look forward to. But so we've done movies in the past, and they were asking me, what movie would I recommend? Of course, I know exactly what it'd be for High Adventure. It would be the new Top Gun. I don't know if you've seen it, but it is so good. We loved it. So if you haven't seen it, maybe take a minute to watch, or a couple hours, to watch Top Gun 1, and then go to the theaters to see the new Top Gun. It was absolutely high adventure. So that just was something that people have been asking. And then the second thing I wanted to make sure that people remember, and that is, our card camp is just to give you ideas, and it's a springboard for then you to create what your imagination, where your imagination takes you. So please feel free to do your own twists on all the cards, and we would love to see what you've made. So if you want to post them on Facebook, our page, and we'll be sending a newsletter out with links and more information about that, so it'll make it quick and easy for you. But we're so excited for week 2. Let's get started. So I hope you have been paying attention to your field notes book. The first page I want to take you to is our camp honor code. So I don't know if you've read them or not, but number 1, just be you. No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. And that was P.T. Barnum. I think that is a really good quote. And that is really what brought the notion to tell you, make sure you make the cards the way you want to. Don't feel like they have to look just like mine or someone else's, but enjoy the process of creation and making new things. So the other one I want to bring in is 5, try new things. We may have talked about this one already, but make every day an adventure. And I'll tell you, today has been an adventure, as well as the first time I started trying to use snow. Have you guys used the snow pen before? It is so fun. I absolutely love it, but it takes a little bit of practice. So I hope you can teach me a thing or two about it as well. So, okay. Let's get our first project out. And it is a version of our little card that you've seen in your idea book. But I just want to do another little variation of it. So the supplies we've used is our card cutout 292. We used this little one here. Card cutout 182, and we just used the little 2 from here. And of course we used our barnwood tags. They are so fun. It doesn't matter what you're making. They look cute. And then our red wagon mini stripes. So I hope you enjoy this as much as we did. And it's so simple. We're not going to take the time to make it all, but I just want to give you a few tips. So we cut the car out, and we cut the windshield out. So we're going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to show you a few tips and techniques for that. And then I wanted to add this paper piecing, but I didn't. I wanted to be a little more whimsical than just stacked paper. So I cut this red and white stripes, just a straight rectangle. But then I turned it on an angle and cut the stripes so when it's lined up straight here, it's off to the side. I just love how it makes it just feel a little more whimsical, and I thought that would be a fun thing to do. So you can see that is very easy. And I did use mounting tape here. And then I just used jute for the little string. So that's just a little bonus that comes from inspired by our first card. So I'm going to show you the supplies we used for our first card. First, I will show you the card. And this cute little card with a Christmas tree. You open it up, you see a little message here and some little cutouts. And then the tag pulls out, it's attached here. And it's just very simple, yet it gives a whole new twist to that card, something unexpected. And I love when things are unexpected. In fact, today, I just think having the cards made out of a brown paper bag is just a fun twist. And I can't wait to show you a few others that we have created as well. So this is the card, and I'll show you the supplies. It's card cutout 303, and it's the Home for Christmas here in red. And then our candy cane, and I used the small version, and that is what's tucked inside here with the little pine bough and berry. And then, oh, I'm not seeing it here quick. Maybe I already showed it to you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I did. So, and the little believe from here. And then we used our red wagon striped frames. Oh, and of course, the card cutout 292, our little brown paper bag. And they're found under the envelope section at lastingimpressions.com. And they're probably one of my new favorite papers, if you remember from last week. It's our tea stained stripes. I just really enjoyed using those. And then for those of you who loved the seafoam and the peaches and cream, all of that whole rusty collection was so fun to play with and to use that we have actually created more to go with our Christmas line. So in this card, we're going to use our red wagon rusty stripes. They come in 4 new colors. There is inchworm, there is a tan, and a gray. The tan, I think, is toadstool and cobblestone. So lots of fun. And then our inchworm tweed. Oh, and you cannot forget our new tags are the farmhouse tags blank, but they are the tea stain, the light tea stain. So I think you will enjoy those as well. Will help make this card go easier for you. We'll set that aside. So I already have the large card cut out, but I just wanted to show you, I really like the window being cut out as well. I just think it makes a big difference on this card with the tree being able to be seen through the window. So I am using an X-Acto knife, and I am just going along, leaving just a little space. And for that, where there really isn't much turning, I just left my page straight, or my paper straight, and used my arm to make the arc. However, when I go around something that has more curved, I tend to rotate the paper as well. So you can see I'm just rotating. Now, if you didn't get the angle quite right on the corner, no worries. We can come back and adjust that. So there you see. This I want to just take a little closer, but that is not, and I don't even know if it's necessary when it's all said and done, but just to show you. So I'm just taking a little wider there, turning a couple little jags I just brushed off, so you can see how cute and how easy that is. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is snow. I know it's July, but we're going to be making some snow. So snow markers. Have you ever used those before? They are so fun. You guys are probably experts at it, but it is new to me. So I'll tell you what I learned, and hopefully you'll share with me what you've learned. So one thing is you want to shake it, and then you also want to work on some scratch paper of some sort. Oh, and you know, before we go on, I just want to tell you, make sure you have some sort of a desk protector, just something that's going to protect your work surface. Because if you're using an X-Acto knife, if you're using the snow marker and it gets away from you, you just want to make sure your work surface is protected. So make sure you have that. And then I've just put some paper down here. I'm shaking my pen. Now, this is what I have learned, that sometimes it comes out really fast and in big amounts. So I kind of test it first, and then I like to just carefully place it where I want. And I'm trying to do it in areas that would catch the snow, that gives it a realistic look. And sometimes I'll even go back and pick up some of the snow that came out. Now you can apply a little bit of pressure along your card. You just don't want to do a big push so big globs come out. I did that. I'm going to put it just on both sides of the roof here. And then I love it just a little bit on this bumper area. And I like to have a little pieces coming down too, like it's falling or dripping. And then I loved, oh, I remember what these are called now. They're fenders. I think they're fenders. So this would be the area that would catch the snow. We're just putting that up above the lights. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit on the grill too. And then one more on this little mirror over here. And then you're going to let that dry a little bit. And then you're going to use your heat gun. Do you have a heat gun? I'll just tell you, I tried thinking, oh, my blow dryer feels like it gets hot. You need a heat gun. So if you don't have one, I just got mine off of Amazon. So it was like $25 or so. This one's made by Chandler, but there are many varieties out there if you don't have one. So I've got my little car done. And you would want to do the same thing with your tree. So I'm just going to set this aside. You want it to dry a little bit. But first, I wanted to show you just a few techniques on cutting out your tree. Now, people ask me, do you use big scissors or little scissors? I usually just use which is closest. However, I really do like my big scissors. I feel like I can cut faster with just as much control. And another thing I wanted to tell you, this tree, we're going to cut part of it off because it is bigger than we need. And there is no reason to do all that little fussy cutting with something we're not going to use. So I cut off just about an inch, just underneath these branches here. And now, if you watch, I am just moving my paper, and I am really not trying to follow. Sometimes I do find it easier if you just trim the whole thing out of your card cutout. So you're only working with this smaller piece of paper. And it's a little easier. And it really is just to give the appearance. It's not following exactly. So you can see I am just wiggling the paper. And it certainly isn't an exact science. So I won't take the time to cut it all out, but I'll snip that off, and you can just get a sense as to how that is going and how it gives the personality without too much fussy cutting. So this is the tree, and I already have done a car that I have added the little bit of snow to. I added it to my tree. And now we just want to mount it onto a card. But that's after we make our little pocket here. So I am just using the brown bags, and I am, folding it in half like so. Oh, let's see, I have one here already done. So I'm folding it in half, and notice the black printing, it doesn't matter. It's not going to show. And so now we're going to add the mat. And that is one thing that is really good about the mat, because it will cover up all of our black printing. So there's a couple of ways to do the mat. You could just do it plain like we've done here. Cut it out, put it on, which is like this. Or then you could create a little liner and have that go on there, and you can see how cute that is as well. Or you can cut out the whole frame like I have done here and mount that onto the paper, the stripes, the tea stain stripes. So I'm going to show you just a little tip about cutting out that frame. Now, of course, you could do it with scissors, but this way I think it's a little easier, and it just makes it go a little bit faster. So I already have this one cut out, and the thing that that was the wrong one. This is the one I already have cut out, except one last side so I could show you. Now you want to just line it up on the edge. You want the cutting blade to be at the top. And the reason I think that is a good idea is because you can see this line right here. It also comes down here, so I can see exactly where that is going to cut on my paper. So I can just pull down now, very easy, and you can see I have that cut out. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I have cut 1, 2, 3 sides already, but now I cut those because it's a little tricky. It's better to stand over your cutter when you're doing these cuts. So, but I don't want to block the view, so you can see what I'm doing. So the trick is you want to line this little arrows here. You want, to line those up with the printing on this side, so you know where to start. And you can see this cut line I already have. Now, if you were down here further, that would be fine, because then you could come up until that little cut line and come down until they line up. Oh, we did perfect. Look how easy the knot just comes out. So that is a really slick way to trim so carefully a frame. And then of course you could save this for some other project. So I already put dots on my snow, and oh goodness. So I already put mounting tape on this frame, and I did some little snow dots already on this background. And now I am just going to see if I can line them up. And be a little square. Okay, so you can see I've got Oh, I've got some snow underneath there, some dots. So I did make sure and position my little card that I already had finished, so my dots were not, my little snowflakes were not coming where my card would be. So what I want to do is I just want my wheels to be above the frame, and then I am just adhering the car, and I do like how the tree kind of breaks that line there, the red wagon stripes. So I think that is really a fun twist. And then you can add the little sentiment that says home for Christmas. Now this one we used on, let's see, I don't have it right here, but it is in your idea book. It is the Home for Christmas, but it's the one that's on its own sheet of sentiments, and it has a red Home for Christmas. So that is the one that I thought was fun and looked really well with this. But I will just hurry and cut this out. So then you can just add this to the bottom of your card, and look how cute that is. And then, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just use some double-sided tape to just hurry and put that down. And I kind of like it coming off the edge of the red frame a little bit. I think, forgot where I'd stuck the tape on there. And I need just a little more of mounting tape right here. It's not quite holding down well enough. Okay, look how cute that is. And now I'm just going to use double-sided tape to adhere this to our bag. So look, isn't that just so cute? I love adding the snow. I think it's just a really nice finishing touch. So let's just walk through a little bit on the inside of the card. And so I did just use the small candy cane and the little pine bough there. And then I cut the this is a tongue twister, the red wagon rusty stripes. And I trimmed those to 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then I just used one of the tea stain tags, this little houndstooth. It is a 1/2 inch wide and about 3 inches long, and then just fold it in half and taped or glued in place. And then add, and then this is the perfect place now to write your little Christmas message, attach a gift card, whatever it is you want to do there. Just send your Christmas greetings. So I love this card. I think it is so fun and such a different twist than your typical cards. So that got me thinking. I'm like, wow, if that was so fun, I wonder what it'd be like if we were to make something for an everyday use. So once again, you're going to fold your bag just like we did on the Christmas card. Actually, it is a little bit different, and let me show you. because I wanted you to be able to see this cute edge of the flower. You know, these chunky flowers, I just love them. They are so cute in every color. So I took my brown paper bag and I folded the printed edge in like so, and I am just going to use my double-sided tape for right now, but I'd recommend a glue stick or something like that. So we're just folding that in. We fold it in half, then we fold this back, and that's what creates this cute edge here. So then I just cut out one of the chunky flowers, and let me just show you. Okay, I just want to show you the supplies. Oh, I've gotten a messy desk. Okay, so we used cut out 283, card cutout 294, card cutout 321, and then our peaches and cream tweed, and then I just cut out a few of the other colors because I wanted you to see how absolutely cute they are. Look at that. So for those of you that don't like pink, there is a good option. Even that one is so cute. And like all of them. This one I didn't cut out, but you can just see how cute it would make a card like this. So again, this might be perfect for a little birthday present, a gift card of some sort, or you could just write notes, whatever you want to stick inside. And so we've put the flower out here. I did double side tape the leaves onto the flower, and then when you open it up, I use the card sentiment 283, and I've cut them out, but if friends were flowers, and then the little card inside. This is a little branch, a little leaf off of the 294. And then I also, let me just reach. This is another little cluster of flowers from the 294, and it's just the little two pink flowers and this, including the two leaves, but not this little bunch of berries. And then I just used some scraps, which happened to be tea-stained stripes. And I attached that, put it on the peaches and cream. And then this came off of this card sentiment, 283. And I just tucked that in. And then I just made this little tag the same way as the other one. This one is a little less than 2 inches, folded in half. And let's see, it's a little more than a ½ inch, like 5/8 wide. And then, but look how cute that is. And the reason I like to add these little tabs is it helps people to know there's something there to pull out. So look how cute. You have this cute little card. You open it up. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. And then you can leave your message, whatever you want to do on the inside of your card. It is just so cute. And oh my goodness, I think it would be so fun to receive. So I thought, we've been making cards with one pocket. Let's try 2. So I came up with this idea. I took our brown paper bag again, and I am just going to fold over this edge to hide the writing. And I have got the opening side underneath. So with this smooth surface, not the flap. And then I'm going to bring this over, and now I want to just align this so it's kind of equal distance from here and here, because that is going to create our pockets. Now you could do a couple of different things to seal the sides. You could put double-sided tape on the inside. You could actually stitch. You could staple, which is what I did. I chose to just staple those. I think staples are always cute. And then I am using our card cutout 294, and I've just cut out this top little spray of flowers. And then I cut out several other little flowers that I could then just add onto scraps of paper. Now the scraps, this is perfect thing to use scraps for. I just happen to have scraps of tea stain, which I was so glad because I have really been enjoying using those. So I'm going to take my big spray, put it right here in the center, and then I am just going to tuck these in the pockets. Now you could put cute little sayings about your friend. You could put the things that you love about them, or you could say, this entitles you to a free batch of cookies. Whatever it is that you want to include for your messages. And then I used this little happy birthday phrase from, let's see if I can see, yes, card cutout 283. But look what a cute little bouquet of flowers that makes, and then how fun all the little messages that you can write and say. And they could just be little quotes. Maybe they've had a sad day, and you could just do some little things that could encourage them or cheer them up. So many things you can do with this. I hope you have had fun on our bag day and with folding things so we can create little pockets to create unusual and fun cards to give to others. Thank you so much for stopping by. Happy camping!